Get your mind to work and work and work and work it, baby. And think about love can be.
All right, so Anime Talk, my 2020 podcast. Fellas are back. Eric, Special K, Black Hulk.
Running a little late.
Late Hulk is running late. Radiations is keeping him from being here right now. And shit.
Hulk smash.
Hulk smash. He can't break through the barriers right now. But all right, so 2024, we back again with Anime Talk. Making sure to provide y'all with more content anime wise. Sorry it's been a while, but you know, life be lifing and shit. Just
before we do the deep dive, okay, I want to say shout out to a very, 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 it's not what you think.
Oh.
A very special individual.
Okay.
My man, Schoolboy Q, bro.
Okay.
He dropped a phenomenal album.
Okay.
Blue Lips. If you haven't heard it, it's everything. Old school samples, jazz. Yeah, man. I love that shit. Shit is fire. So check that out if y'all into that gangster rap. Yeah, continue.
All right. So before we get started with any anime talk, want to do a mental health check, basically?
Of course.
So Mr.
Bro,
where you at?
I think Wednesday or Thursday, it was 70 degrees, and I felt alive.
You felt alive?
I felt alive.
Thursday, I was out in the city, man. I went to the Met, went to Central Park and shit, so.
That's probably the 70-degree day, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, the sun's out. I'm feeling like a good 8.5 right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to keep this energy here, present.
Okay.
You know, hold on to it, not let it go.
I mean, it's going to get a little chilly next week.
I'm not worried about that. I'm just saying, like, the energy that gave me is like, all right.
Yeah.
I got shit to look forward to.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Yeah, everything else is cool. Work is good money. You know, crib is the crib.
Okay.
Life is lifing.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm at an 8.
Okay.
8.5.
Okay.
I'm getting some plans in order for summertime. What I wanted to do currently is postponed right now just because, you know, everything's not finished. So I got to wait a little bit longer to be where I'm at. But, you know, it'll get there. Reeing up on that money.
Of course.
You know, getting paid again just boosts you up a little bit. So after you lost some bread and shit. Definitely had an amazing time on my trips for sure. Cancun and Miami.
Okay.
I kind of miss Miami though, fam. When you not doing carnival, like Miami itself it's a vibe, bro.
I was gonna say you went at a good time because you know they got them spring break laws now.
Did you see the video?
Of what? Wait, like the ad for it, right?
No, not the ad.
What?
They had
people was wilding.
They had cops on the beach with horses and the buggies.
Oh, nah, that's crazy.
And shit, they made sure.
I saw the little infomercial.
No, I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you. They was literally like lined up like a fucking army brigade, bro, like on the beach with horses and shit.
Yo, I'm not gonna hold you. That is wild. Like Miami spring break was always a thing.
But you gotta understand like what it costs to them.
It's a hot place. They make money all year round. It's mad old heads down there.
That's the tricky part. They probably don't make that much money all year round.
If it's not people, all right, hold up. Remember, if it's not spring break, when else are people going to Miami?
Carnival,
And
Essence Festival.
Essence Fest is in New Orleans.
No, there's
What?
there's a Haitian festival in Miami too.
Oh, excuse me.
I don't know if
My
it's called
bad.
Essence Festival. I could be wrong.
Shouts to
But
IT.
from what I remember, I think it's a Haitian festival. That I think they call it Essence, but I'm not sure. They have that. It's a couple things that be happening. Memorial weekend.
Come on, mad times to make bread. They making bread back.
I'm just saying, bro. Like,
what they gonna do Memorial weekend? Y'all can't come here again.
I don't think they're gonna do that.
So
I don't know what's happening in spring break so bad that it's like causing all this shit. Cause
I mean, I get it in terms of damages and stuff like that. I understand, but you know,
I'm just saying, bro. I don't know, but
okay.
we could just get started.
All right.
We want to give a little rest in peace to the creator of one of the animes that started all the animes. Well, didn't start it, but definitely brought it to America for sure.
A GOAT, if not the GOAT.
I can't pronounce your name, but
Akira
Sakumi. I don't. It's
the
with a
last
T and
name
an
is
S.
it's
You
a
know
tough
how to.
one.
Yeah.
It's a toughie.
Well, we're going to do a little post for him for sure. We're gonna do a little post for him for sure. But I'm gonna give you the little DBZ into instant transmission. Rest in peace symbol and
Speaking
shit.
on that, there was a point in time. See, this is when I wish Special K was here. I used to think Piccolo was the strongest motherfucker out there, bro.
Why?
Cause there's a point in time like Dragon Ball and all that shit. I was like, yo, this is a bad motherfucker right here, yo.
I used to think Tien was the shit, man.
Tien
was the shit.
I mean, he looked cool.
He actually beat Goku, bro.
Yeah, when Goku wasn't Goku though, he beat like
Goku was Goku still then, fam. Even against Tien, he was still Goku, bro.
He wasn't Goku, bro. He was like, okay.
I just think it took time.
It was like en route to.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for Tien, Goku wouldn't have gotten that stronger.
Nah, all right, I give you that. But I thought Piccolo was.
I don't know why you thought Piccolo was that nigga.
Piccolo was always doing some fly shit, bro.
Piccolo was a babysitter at best, man.
Wow.
Think about it. Piccolo was one of them peoples.
I'm talking about initially watching Dragon Ball.
Before Kaioken.
Yeah, Piccolo was like that.
Understand, like.
What am I saying wrong? He was like that.
I'm just saying, bro. I understand Piccolo was one of them. Let's just say this. Piccolo was better than Yamcha and Tien.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, let's say that.
He's a better leader, all that shit.
Yeah, definitely.
You know.
But as far as like once Goku
he's
really figured out, once Vegeta came, once like Raditz came,
it was over for
Vegeta. It was like, yo, bro, like
then he turned into a baby.
You like some shit. And that okay, so this is the crazy part. How do you think they would have reacted if they found out that Beerus was the one that told Frieza to kill Planet Vegeta for him? Yeah. Now this is my other part. I'm a segue into something. I got you.
Okay.
I'm a segue into something. I want to give a good shout out to one of the best anime out there, bro.
Talk to me.
Attack on Titan, bro.
Yo.
Attack on Titan, bro.
I still can't believe my boy went out like that, bro.
I'm sorry, but my boy shouldn't have went out like that.
You say he should have?
He shouldn't.
I mean, come on, son.
The amount of sacrifices this man had to make.
Can we talk about destruction? Like,
okay. So we're gonna talk about this. This is my segue to this shit.
Okay.
What's a little anime without a little
destruction,
tragedy, and racism?
Yeah. Racism,
discrimination.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Now let's use Attack on Titan as a
like a real world type situation.
Yeah, let's just use that as a great example for this. In the beginning, before Eren and shit, your man was hunted and her village was killed and shit. And she ended up running into something that made her a fucking Titan. And then when she gets the power, she's still a fucking slave. Then her legacy passes on to a bunch of other fucking people who can't become what she is, but has the blood to do so and get treated like Nazi Germany type shit. concentration camps, but I'm not gonna stick you in a fucking gas chamber. I'm gonna just make sure you wear a little band. It's basically like Nazi shit. Cause that's how Hitler did it, right? You had a little strap that said you're this.
Yeah.
And shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Racism. Basically discrimination.
Okay. Discrimination for sure.
Aaron Pops, he watched his little sister get killed by a fucking dog.
Yeah.
And was like, yo, she should have been over there. Then you get thrown off for rebelling against them and turn into Titans to be sent to your actual people in faraway land and to eat them and shit. Then you watch your mother eat your stepmother by your fucking stepmother, bro.
Yeah, that was tough.
Then it turned out that your pops turns you into something.
Yeah.
Then eventually
learn. When you break it down like this,
it's dog shit, right?
Yeah.
I put you on 4 fucking walls, man. That's built by fucking Titans and shit. And then the real trick is he had to convince your man to be like, yo, you just a female. You just a human being. You wasn't meant to be no slave. You just wanted to live your life.
Yeah.
Let me take this away from you and shit. Now, this is the thing.
But he was a little kid, though. He didn't.
Who, your man?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was a kid, but she was married with kids. She got basically like, it was like, yo, I'm taking you because you have this power and I'm going to control this shit. She was basically like a slave.
Yeah, I know.
For her entire life. And she was a fucking slave when she died too. Because she made all those Titans.
I know.
You saw all those sands.
She was around for God knows how long.
Yeah, so this is like, it's fucking racism.
Hey, man.
It's tragedy. This is my other thing. Planet Vegeta wouldn't have been killed.
Okay.
We wouldn't have Goku. We wouldn't have
we would have.
You still would have some shit. You
would have Gokus with an S.
Yeah. But no, there would have been no Super Saiyan.
I'm not going to say that. Because somebody would have unlocked that shit.
I think it only took somebody stronger to unlock that shit. I think it took tragedy to unlock that shit. Now, it would have been awesome if Bardock would have turned into a Super Saiyan in that situation. Yes. But tragedy didn't happen that way. It was just like, you got fucked up by somebody you had no business of fighting in the first place type shit. But you still racism. Now, if you look at it, I seen a video where Bardock actually explained himself to him where he said, we attacked the babies. You remember baby Vegeta and shit. We killed them off. Genocide, basically.
Yeah,
took their planet and we called it Planet Vegeta. And then when we rise up and we actually realize our power, then our entire planet gets killed. And then we have to send our fucking kids away.
Yeah, but it's like the circle of life. Hey, man, I didn't make the rules, bro.
Okay, so this is my question to you.
Mm-hmm.
Name one anime that didn't have any tragedy any racism or discrimination.
Time out. There's mad animes that didn't have please come on, stop it.
That had a traumatic event.
That didn't. You know, there's mad happy-go-lucky animes, bro. Well, you looking at me like that's not a thing.
I'm talking about top shits, bro.
Oh, top. Nah, most top shits has some sad shit going on. Or some type of life-altering event. That's why it's the top shit, though.
Fucking Full Metal Alchemist, bro.
Yeah.
Nazi regime shit.
Yeah.
Why am I calling you a fucking Führer, bro? You ain't Hitler.
I mean, if we're going a top 25 anime list, most of them are
tragedy.
Yeah.
Or racism.
Or both.
One Piece. Fucking destroys islands.
That's your shit.
Off a whim, bro.
That's your shit. Don't talk to me about that shit.
I wish this nigga was here. So.
I don't say. Yeah, that's your buddy with that one. I told you, I that's too much for me, man. Too much.
Fucking Naruto, bro.
Okay, fair.
All these different islands, bro.
Yeah.
You might as well call Gar and them Indians or some shit.
Nah, all right, man.
You might as well.
Okay, all right.
You might as well call Killer B and them fucking black people.
Yo.
If you want to do it.
Nah, when you're breaking it down like that, yes, you're absolutely right.
There's no unity in these people. It took the strongest man alive to be like, yo, we all got to get together to kill one fucking person who believed in what? Segregation and shit?
I mean,
Uchiha should run the world. No, they shouldn't. But I'm strong enough to make that happen.
Yeah. Nah, you're right.
What else we got? What other animes we can think about? that really was like that.
All of them got some shit going on. There's not one of them that I can't say that's a top.
If if Yusuke did not die, fam, none of that shit would have happened, bro.
That show is not what it is without that man
Dying.
off rip too,
Off rip.
mind you. Mind you, off rip. This is like, all right, well, see you later. That's what I'm saying. So it's like,
I'm just saying, but I'm only saying this because my girlfriend, she has a hard time watching anime with
In
tragedy.
general?
No, with tragedy.
Why?
I don't know. It's just like she doesn't want it. She doesn't want anime to be sad. I'm like, yo, fam, you cannot watch
This man
anime without some tragedy,
See,
bro.
I would segue into something, but I'm gonna chill because I'm gonna wait. But damn, I want to say something. I just know one of my shows right now, whole lot of tragedy, bro. Love that shit.
Ninja, come on.
I know. Slow down now. Slow down.
Spoiler alert! If nobody has ever watched it, Ninja Kamui is broken budget for sure,
Bro.
Broken budget for sure. If they didn't get clipped like that, fam, mans would have been living a good life, bro.
He was living a good life though.
He was.
All right, and it's time for it to be over. Yo,
You know how many shows are
that
like
type of shit.
You know how many animes are like that?
That's why I love those type of animes. Put that shit in my veins,
You
bro.
need some tragedy.
This man was so happy enjoying his life the first 15 minutes.
It's like Chainsaw Man. The man got tricked.
Bro.
No, that's what's fucked up in Chainsaw Man. I took my father's debts, and then to get killed, treat like a dog, to end get killed, to now become this thing that kills other people.
Yeah, but he's elite.
Yeah, he's elite. He's gonna be elite. I felt like it. He's
They didn't
there.
say when the second season's coming out.
No, they didn't talk about it.
I saw whatchamacallit just came back. What's the shit on Amazon?
Invincible?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. Did it come out? Then
They said
it was supposed to. I know it was
think
supposed
I
to.
think it came out like
I
this
gotta
week or
watch that
some
too.
shit. Yeah, I gotta check that out.
That's right. That's racist.
Bro,
That's racist.
that's
genocide.
Yes, for sure.
That's full on like Nazi regime.
That's not even
I don't know why I'm thinking Nazi regimes and all these shits.
I mean, it's kind of, reflective.
That's fucking crazy.
Hey,
you
man.
telling me Japanese be thinking about Nazi
Whoa,
shit?
whoa.
Like inspiration, bro.
bro.
I'm not saying that they thinking about like they want it to happen,
No,
but
I
like
know, I
it's
know. It's
inspiration
just-
to say like I could make an anime like this, bro.
I just think it happens in different cultures, and we just find different ways to reflect that. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm just saying, bro.
trying to clean that up.
In some type of way, like Invincible is genocide, bro.
Nah, it is for sure. Don't get me wrong. That's
That's full on genocide. Like, yo, your mother was like a pet to me, bro.
Yo,
Like,
that was so wild. And he was saying this to this man while kicking his ass.
the
dude.
man cold, bro. He was like, your mother wasn't like.
Listen, for me, if the first episode of whatever anime,
Doesn't have tragedy to it.
I'm not gonna watch it.
You bugging. It took Solo Leveling, what, 2 episodes to really see the shit pop
First
up?
off, the first episode, my man was getting his ass whooped. Remember, they was in the chamber already.
True.
It was already some shit like,
True.
let's see what happens now. You know what I'm saying? Versus like, all right, damn, we bouncing around, bro.
I mean, we got Solo Leveling, we got Ninja Kamui.
All right, let me talk about Ninja Kamui then, because that's my shit.
Okay.
I enjoy
Spoiler
that
alert.
show.
If you didn't
haven't
watch
watched
it, let's just
if you haven't watched it, watch it.
Let's just give him a basis. It's basically
Former
fucking ninja.
Basically
Living-
leaves being a ninja,
Escaped his life to be with his family.
and his shorty is also a ninja.
Yeah.
Who basically was like,
Let's get
they
out
was
of
on a
here.
mission.
And then, yeah.
Shit didn't work out too well.
I love you. We broke the code.
Yeah,
Let's
and
get the fuck outta
they
here.
kind of went to make their own life and shit, and they enjoyed that for I don't know how long.
Until
Time wise,
they found that ass and just
had a whole kid.
Yo, the way they killed them in front of his face like that,
Bro, again,
it's fucked up, bro.
if you don't have that in the first, all right, let me give people leeway. If you don't put that in the first 1 or 2 episodes, I am not gonna be as interested as I should be.
I mean,
I hate animes that drag shit out.
I mean, in the beginning when he was fighting him and he got sort of killed and he faked his death, that kind of started for me.
again,
Because you want to know who this nigga is. Man.
from that point, and he had to go upstairs and do all that shit and see that shit, I was just like, yeah, bro,
I'm just saying.
you the man.
I'm trying to think about more tragedy and racism, man.
In anime in general?
Yeah.
Um,
I'm really trying to think.
all right, like solo leveling.
I don't think it's racism. I think it's classification.
It's classism
Yeah.
because
But that's not
This
that's not
man-
anybody's fault. I just think the way they treat people who's
Alright.
lesser.
I gotta say, think caste system, right?
Yes.
So like in India, they have the caste system and shit. This man is a E ranking,
Mhm.
which means
We could just use like
you're whatever, bro.
But
you know,
but the thing is about that, it wasn't like he was treated like he was E-rank. I feel like when he found
I
his,
feel like people
when
didn't
he found
respect
his
him
group-
though,
I feel like other people who didn't know him didn't respect him.
bro. I feel like it was too much like hand holding. Like, yo, bro, yeah, he's an E rank. Just watch out for him because we don't want him doing too much.
Yeah, but
we don't want him getting
but
killed.
they didn't disrespect him that way though. And once he stood up, it was just like yo,
yeah, well,
how'd
that's-
you? I felt like once you were useful to them is when they was just like, oh shit, how did you know this? Like, I'm so surprised. Like you E-rank type shit. It is a class system. You're right, but I wouldn't think of it as like discrimination. I think the real discrimination was when he had to clip all those niggas because they tried to use them like to say like, yo, this is how we make our living, and that's just evil human beings, bro.
Yeah, that's just regular shit though. That has nothing to do with
You know what
anything.
else? But you know what else? My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
It's a little. I wouldn't say classism. I probably would say it could be a little discrimination because the situation is, if you think about it, there's no way Shigaraki could actually be a hero with his power.
Why you say that?
Decay.
That's not.
If I touch you, you decay. How am I your hero at that situation? You're gonna be
Depends
a
on who
murderer.
you touch.
You're gonna be a murderer.
Depends on who you touch.
No. No matter what you do,
Yeah, you're a murderer, but it depends on who I'm touching. Pause.
villain or not, you're a murderer. Your quirk is murderous.
Okay, so let me do it like this. Let's say, all right, boom. Let's say he's an executioner, right? Just hear me out.
It's fucked up. It's a fucked up.
All right, this person did mad wild shit,
It's fucked up is the way to go.
and hey,
Jail.
death penalty.
It's fucked up.
You know, let's make it quick and easy.
I'm gonna decay you.
Ha, and you're done.
Decay you? Bro?
What's wrong with that?
That's fucked up.
I'm asking you a question. What is wrong with that?
That means that the government is even more fucked up.
Oh, now you're talking my language.
But think about it. The main person who was evil of all evil was just locked up in a straitjacket. And you telling me now execution system is to decay you?
I'm just saying.
I don't.
It's not. What's wrong with it?
I'm,
I'm saying if you use it,
you
in
will
that,
never be
in
a
that,
fucking. You never be considered a hero in that situation. Never, because of your power, you would never be considered a hero.
Well, you're just doing your job, I guess.
Doesn't make you like a hero in any form of it.
It depends on how you're looking at it. That's what I'm saying. If you're doing it like that, but of course, in My Hero, it's a completely different
It's a full class
fashion.
system.
Yeah.
It's definitely class system. If you're quirkless, you're not really used. Well, that's not true because they got cops and shit that work with the heroes. So it's like,
Yeah.
but let
Yeah. We have a special guest, ladies and gentlemen.
giving his little tribute to Dragon Ball Z. We already did our little rest in peace and shout out to shit.
I know I missed it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. But you wearing a shirt, so you showing off your shit for sure. So was it before whatever you got going on with you? What's your mental health like?
What a
I don't
question.
know if I want to answer that right now.
What a question.
We'll
Okay.
divvy back to that.
Okay, so basically,
I'm,
What a
I'm
question.
too healthy.
I'm gonna help you jump into this.
All right, let's do
So
it.
we was doing a little shout out to Attack on Titan and shit for it, and stuff like that. Basically,
Eric doesn't like it.
Oh right, I'm sorry, you don't. But
So
It's okay. I still watch.
either way, so the segue was, what's anime without a little tragedy and racism?
What's anime without a little tragedy?
he was
racism?
asking me like, is there a like top tier anime without
Tragedy or racism,
or
That's
racism?
a good
or some type of
question.
ism to it.
That's a good like
And-
prejudice and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah,
and we was talking about Attack on Titan, which was
You got
basically
Dragon Ball
Dragon Ball Z
Z
type
you got
shit, genocide, Invincible,
Invincible.
genocide and shit. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Damn.
All of them are pretty fucked up.
basically.
I mean,
Most of them are pretty fucked
if
up.
you think
Mostly.
about it too, maybe not the main, but one of the plot points of the country. I ain't gonna go that way, but like, what's the standard evil? Like you would think of, like
In general,
in general, like prejudice. Like
Like
opposing one's views on someone else.
It's how like One Piece is. How the government changes views,
Yeah.
and if they don't follow it, they're gonna kill a whole fucking island and shit.
Exactly, because
but usually in these animes, it's always some type of government or government figure.
Yeah, it's
that-
some higher up.
you notice how the government usually is the evil one though.
all the time.
All the time.
Basically.
Never ever fails.
you
yeah,
know?
basically.
Never ever fails.
Never fails.
Always on time, baby.
We was talking about how Full Metal is like a Nazi regime.
What?
Shit.
Yeah,
They called him
He-
Führer.
he went on a whole.
They called Bradley
he went on a
Führer.
whole
Yeah,
Remember?
they-
tirade with this shit.
But all right, I feel you on that. But
How Attack on Titan had armbands, like how they did with the Jews and shit. Nazi regime shit.
this is true.
I tried
I-
to.
You
Well,
Get out
okay.
of-
You gotta remember too, Full Metal Alchemist, even though it's like a Japanese anime, it's like German inspired.
Yeah, no, I know.
Like even
Yeah, no, I get it.
everywhere.
I'm just saying.
But they called their leaders Führer.
But- But if you think about this, what would Full Metal Alchemist be without their mother dying and them trying to recreate her and stuff?
it would be, I mean,
It,
it'd definitely be a whole different show. It would
Right.
still have the
they'd
same.
probably be basic alchemists, but they probably wouldn't be like,
Yeah, they wouldn't be getting into no.
you wouldn't have no metal body
Yeah,
out like Elric and shit.
This is true. Well, alchemy itself is funny because it's in that They say it's in the spectrum of science.
Yeah, it is.
But there's definitely some mysticism too.
yeah,
They
definitely.
don't want to
It's like some extra sacrificial lamb
Yeah.
type shit. Like I need you to die in order for me to recreate all of this. Like, and it's racism in Full Metal. Its Balins were like, that was genocide. That was full on genocide.
And they were brown.
Yeah, you brown with red eyes. Oh my god! I thought I killed you.
yeah.
He's like, you're dogs of the army and shit like that. Like,
Catch a Freeman with Scar.
No bueno.
it's like fucking crazy, bro.
No bueno.
You know what I forgot that I didn't realize?
What's that?
Did you know Christian Bale was like Hal in like Hal's Moving Castle?
He played how? Or
He was the voice.
Christian Bale?
Yeah.
That's
I-
not random.
If you listen to his voice, it's Christian Bale. If you look it up, it's Christian Bale.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't really.
That's actually kind of lit. I ain't gonna hold you.
I thought about it. I was like, wait, what? Like, how did you do that back then? Because he wasn't, aside from American Psycho, what was he doing back then?
Nah, American Psycho was like his
His thing.
breakout.
thing. Yeah, his
So
break.
to imagine him actually doing anime voices is
Yeah, but
fucking
you gotta
crazy.
think at that point he's just trying to get in. So,
Sure, but like
know.
Howl's Moving Castle is like probably a very underrated like anime movie of all time.
Hey man.
Like Studio Jubilee didn't really get its like real shit until like what?
What did he voice?
How?
Oh, like the actual character.
Actually, how?
Oh.
If you really listen to him, you'd be like, oh my god, that's
Damn, I
Christian
gotta
Bale.
rewatch it. It's been a long time.
Yeah,
I haven't seen.
It's
seen-
really crazy. I literally thought about it like the other day. I was like, Christian Bale. I was like, oh shit, he really did this. It's like crazy.
right.
But
What's the joint that it's man something in muscle or muscle and
Muscle and
Muscle and
Mash,
Magic.
bro.
racism,
Yeah, top tier.
genocide,
Top tier.
genocide.
I mean, it's
classism.
I told you.
Classism.
Yeah, easily.
If you not 2 lines or 3, you
They
Get out
treat
my
you like
face.
shit.
It was like, yo, this man don't got no magic.
There's clearly I'm really thinking like this whole time, what's an anime without the trope of like racism or
like
classism?
slime. If
That's-
homie didn't die and became a slime, there wouldn't have been no unity with all them people.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to
It'd have been nothing but chaos.
because even like the lighthearted shit is kind of like
fucked up.
fucked up. You know? It's like dang,
Yeah, you can't.
If Yusuke didn't die,
if you
Yeah.
skated and die,
he just would have been a hoodlum.
he
his
would have
entire
just
life,
been like a hoodlum.
basically. Cool borrow stole a guy's ass
Damn.
beat.
He could have probably still died anyway then.
Probably eventually at some point, but not to anybody human wise type shit. But
Shit,
it's,
that got me
it's tough.
thinking.
That's what I'm saying.
Wish I was here earlier, but
I also brought up the fact that we know officially that Beerus actually was the one that told
yes,
Frieza to
Frieza to-
kill Planet Vegeta and
Sure,
shit.
Planet Vegeta,
So
yeah.
I asked him what would happen if they found out this information.
You know, there's like theories about that. Like, what if there's nothing they could
I don't
really
think
do at this point?
Goku would do anything about it.
Nah, I mean,
I think Goku probably would forgive him. I think Vegeta would just like ultimately like want to kill Beerus.
I feel like that's gonna be a plot point. Well, that was gonna be it still can be.
It's a
like
tricky
Dragon
plot
Ball-
point.
It's not over. It's just
I think
it's
that would be
gonna
like a
different.
tricky plot
Right.
point.
That would be a tricky plot point.
'Cause
it
I
would be
think-
an interesting one.
Yeah,
because
I think it'd be like a dark
Beerus
time.
at this point has been like more or less an ally to them.
Yeah,
like, I
in
say
some
more or
way.
less because like
He's
he don't
more
really-
like a goal to reach.
yeah.
Like if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have did Super Saiyan God. I wouldn't did Super Saiyan Blue.
I mean, in the vein of like whenever there's like the Broly movie, he was like, why? I think the Broly movie and the not the Broly movie, the Gohan movie, he was like watching Pan and shit,
yeah,
and or whatever, and so he's usually like, I don't want to say the word ally, but he's usually like
bystander.
like neutral,
Always
like,
a
I don't
bystander.
want to, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna destroy y'all, but I'm here.
It was just like
whatever.
the movie
More
F.
support.
yeah,
Yeah,
more support,
just
type.
more like talking. It was just like when Frieza came back and he was like, okay, like Frieza, what are you doing? He's
Right.
like, Lord Beerus, and he's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
he
you
really
would
should've
sit
though.
there and be like, how the fuck y'all two know each
Right,
other?
right,
But
right.
nobody said that. They were just like, yo, we gotta get Frieza the fuck out of here. type
Right.
shit. And it was just like, okay, so
I still remember the first time I found out Frieza was a dude. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that was crazy to me too when I
I
was
thought
a
it was
kid.
a female this entire time?
Yeah,
I
the
knew it
purple
was a
lipstick.
dude.
Nah.
Come on,
And then
bro.
he's voiced by a female too. So like he
I'm sorry. I always thought he was a dude.
really.
I just thought he had a feminine voice.
I was like, yo,
Yo, nah.
this
Nah.
shit is bugging.
That's what I thought. I was like, damn. this
I was
is
younger
shit.
then. And I
That's
was
crazy
like,
though.
I was like,
I'm
yo,
sorry. I never
why-
thought that.
Nah, I always thought that.
When I first started watching Dragon Ball Soul Freeze, I thought
And I was like, wait,
I thought
this
he
was a
dude.
man?
I mean,
the
thought he
whole
was a
I knew it was a man the entire time. I'm
Nah,
like,
bro.
I never had any.
Once he transformed, I realized, oh, that's definitely a
I
Yeah,
could
that
understand. I
is-
could understand the
second-
basic
yeah,
form
second
was like a
transformation, I
female.
was like,
shit.
okay. Nah, well, it's like the in the
The
first,
in between two.
the first
with
one,
the long, with the
When he
long
got to
head.
the first one
yeah.
and the last one was like, huh,
yeah.
this might be a lady.
I don't know if he's like switching genders on me. or some
Yeah.
shit
I don't
like
think
that.
it has a
think he-
gender,
Nah, Frieza's like, nah, he don't got no gender.
but it's probably a man. Definitely a man.
I mean, they refer to him as him, and
Right,
right,
So
sure.
He's definitely some sort of.
but you could tell because the father sounds like a. I don't want to disrespect this, but
Sorry.
Frieza's father sounds like a transgender.
I mean, they
all
kind of
right.
lean into that.
Yeah,
They,
of course,
I
yeah.
think their
It's-
species like reproduce asexually, so
Probably
like they don't like breed. They just
like it's just
It
like
just happens.
it's like an
kinda
egg
happens.
or some
Yeah.
shit or whatever. But yeah, like, could you really think about?
I'm really
without
thinking
tragedy?
this whole time, like without tragedy. I mean, because you know why? It's a good, like, even though it's so common, it's a good plot point.
I'm really thinking right now for jujitsu, if he never had 8, I don't think that was a tragic moment for him. I think his grandfather dying was probably, but that was probably like the lightest tragedy that happened in that
But it's
series.
even like
So I don't know if we could count jujitsu as like a turning point tragedy wise in the story.
now when you say turning point tragedy, you mean
Like,
the,
how,
the-
like-
the quintessential protagonist got to go through something in order.
Yeah, basically.
I won't say he. Nah, I won't count Itadori. I would say he's more or less a person that just like got into the situation. I
Yeah.
mean, they're eventually probably gonna. I haven't read the manga. I'm just watching the show, but you know, usually they'll like there'll be some chapter way down the line that said he was destined for this shit.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
I would.
They'll try
I'll
to,
tell you
like-
that like another time.
Yeah,
or some
and
shit. So there was like a
that-
big plot to him like being born and shit.
right, you know, and it's kind of, I get it. I don't like the trope, to be honest with you. Like when like they did that, the first time I remember them doing that was in Yu Yu Hakusho, because
To say like he was destined.
he
to,
was
like,
he's
demons,
the
like,
descendant of a
inheritance.
demon.
But it's not like his actual father. It's just like his like
Yeah, it's like his
blood
ancestor.
just traveled through to.
So
hit
now he's
you.
part demon.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Bloodline.
Like I always say that Yu Yu Hakusho is great, but it was basically the prototype for Bleach, because
Hmm.
Ichigo's
So
the
this
same
is my
character.
thing. Could we count Bleach as like
Elite.
without not elite, but like
Yeah, you can.
I wouldn't
'cause it-
say I wouldn't
Oh, without
say
tragedy?
you can, because you gotta remember his mother died, and
but he could have lived a normal life if Rukia wasn't there, bro.
no, he couldn't.
Or
'cause
he could've
remember his
died.
dad was a Soul Reaper too.
Yeah, but
And then he could see ghosts. So his whole thing was he could see the hollows.
yeah.
So eventually they were
Eventually, it
gonna,
was going to be at some
yeah,
point.
He at
But
some point he was gonna,
tragedy
whether it was
wise,
Ruki or somebody else, he was
it
gonna
would've
meet
been-
one
okay.
of them, because he could see the ghosts and shit like that.
Yeah, nah. Yeah.
If I think of tragedy avoidance, it probably could have been Yusuke, because like he had to get hit by no car. But they
Bro.
even said
Off rip.
Like,
All for it, bro.
you know, it's funny. They even said like in the anime and the show, like, yeah, I mean, the kid would have been fine.
If you like, you wasn't supposed to
if you
die.
In fact, yeah.
Yeah, you just supposed to be like a
But they were
bad
like-
apple and go to hell at some point. Like,
but
off
the
the
fact
rip.
that you did that proves that, like, hey, we're gonna give you another shot. You know,
Right.
So
I'm just saying, man. Racism, classism. There's a lot of
It's
like,
a good-
Isms.
because I was telling him how my girlfriend doesn't watch anime without with tragedy. Like
Oh,
it
man.
turns her off,
She's missing out.
and she's missing out on a lot of great shit. And I was talking about how like One Piece is like that fucked up. How
I
like
would say maybe Baki.
it's slavery in fucking One Piece, bro.
Come on, man.
Maybe.
Slavery.
Come on.
Baki?
bro.
Yeah, maybe Baki.
Nah,
Yeah, I think
Well, the premise of it.
I
kinda-
feel no because I feel like
I feel like he's trying
his
to get
father
back
doesn't
as-
treat anybody
yeah,
like
he's trying to get
he
back.
just.
as
It's
pop.
just strong and weak. It's like just you're either
Yeah.
weak or strong. I don't
Yeah.
think he don't care if you're black, white, or whatever.
Not meant in terms of tragedy, not like.
Nah,
racism.
there isn't really. It's tough because it's not really tragedy. It's
I don't
more
think.
like
Yeah, I don't think
more of a.
Baki's.
It's like a child support type shit.
Yeah. I feel like at the end of
It
the
is like
day,
a child
even if Baki's mother was still alive, he still would have aimed to go after his father.
Yeah,
That's what he was raised to do.
I mean, he's a Hama. That's what.
yeah,
like,
it's just
it's
in your blood,
right?
basically. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't say tragedy for that.
I guess the only way I could see
But
it,
wait. Would you consider Baki elite?
elite, like in terms of like one of the top.
Aside
animes?
from the millions narrations,
That's what I'm saying.
Nah,
but
like,
without
not
the
to be honest.
narrations, it
I
wouldn't
like
have been
it,
good.
but
I love.
Do I
the
like it that
narrations.
much to put it like
I don't
what-
like. Would I
Elite?
recommend it to somebody?
Hell yeah,
Baki?
hell yeah,
There's a specific people, but like type of people I would.
hell yeah.
recommend.
No. Anybody.
Because Baki could drag. I ain't gonna hold you. Baki could be a little bit weird. If you not,
I feel like if you don't like the narration part of it, then you're probably not gonna like Baki that much.
No, I'm not gonna say that.
Narration is probably 75% of the show.
Yeah, because motherfuckers are talking
yeah,
a
a
lot.
Yeah, and there's a lot of exposition.
Would you rather them just randomly talking?
But the
and,
exposition. Be
I'd
funny,
rather
though.
random
Like-
fights and then talk. I love that.
I feel like the
They
narration.
get a
is
narration
explaining.
for like him losing his virginity, bro. Like
I
that
know.
shit is crazy.
I'm
Everything.
trying to think of one that didn't have tragedy.
That
Really,
one
huh?
technically.
God of High
did-
School didn't have tragedy.
Got out of high school.
If Demon Slayer didn't have tragedy,
I mean, okay.
Demon Slayer is fucked up, bro.
Demon Slayer, everybody that got fucking tragedy. But God of High School, right? Wasn't he like an orphan or raised by like his grandfather?
he was
some
raised
shit
by
like
his
that?
grandfather.
So
Oh,
what happened
like-
to his parents?
There you go.
I didn't watch this show, so that's on y'all.
You gotta watch God of High School, bro.
No, you don't.
What?
Nah.
What?
Nah,
Here we
God
go.
of High School.
Why?
It was good for like 3 episodes, bro.
Shit.
That
No,
shit
it wasn't.
Yeah, that
No,
shit
it wasn't.
that
No,
shit
it
was
wasn't.
Mid.
It-
Oh, man.
It only,
That
Oh,
shit was
okay, let me
Man.
explain. Let me say this. It was good when they didn't have the powers, but they started with powers.
It got super.
It got
confusing.
weird when they inherit these powers during their fights.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then
With
it-
no real
yeah,
explanation.
and then it got fucked up when one dude was like, "Yo, give me everything," type shit, and then became this random. That was the weird part. But it was fire when he started actually fighting his friends.
Right. All right. I'll give you this. It's good, but you be pressed to find something way better. Like it's not. It's you'll.
You saying you wouldn't be pressed to find something?
There you go. Yeah, you wouldn't be pressed to find into
Okay.
something like way.
I would just say, just watch it.
Okay.
It's like Street Fighter without basic,
Nah, I don't
no
do that.
try, no.
I was about to say.
No, no.
Hold on now.
Nah, it's not Street Fighter.
Hold on.
Okay, just watch it.
Okay.
Just watch it.
So
It-
what do you consider like is there any anime the two of you have seen or heard of that
Without
you-
tragedy?
Not tragedy, but like is there any two anime you guys have watched that has a high fan base but y'all don't particularly care for? Like y'all know my
Well, I think I'm not gonna say I don't care for it.
yeah
'Cause I
not
haven't
as hyped.
Watched it,
Right.
but y'all know I ain't watched One Piece, and I'm not gonna take the time out of my life
Mm.
to go
You should.
back.
You know what's funny? When you
much
do
shit,
watch
bro.
it, I know you would
I
like
pray to
it.
God.
I'm pretty sure I would like
you
it, but-
watch it.
Yeah.
Come on, son.
I pray to God.
I don't know when you gotta get the time. You a
This
big
is
man.
what I'm
Like, that's
saying.
what I'm saying. You might as well
Seriously,
just
bro.
What I'm
start.
saying.
Just go on Netflix.
You might as well just start.
It's
It is
up
on
on
Netflix.
Netflix.
Though.
When will I finish this shit in like 4 years?
No,
Hey,
it don't take
hey.
that long.
I ain't got time for that, bro.
You watch a season a week.
Season a
I'm
week
not
is
like this guy, bro.
Season a week is easy.
Again,
Hey,
I am not
hey,
like
It's like
this guy.
hey,
22
you got
minutes
time at
an
work
episode.
instead of taking a nap.
That is
you
true.
can watch 5 episodes.
I need you to relax.
Just saying.
I need you to chill
I'm just
out.
saying. Am I wrong?
Calm down. Calm down.
I'm
The
just
mics
saying.
are on. The mics are on.
You could easily take some time, at least a day. Watch 5 episodes in once a week.
Okay.
Yeah,
I could try to
because
Do
I
something.
guarantee you would.
Matter of fact, I'll give you 15.
a week.
15 in a week.
What is it, like 20-something minutes?
Yeah,
like
about
any other
22
anime.
minutes.
All right.
You know. There is
you know
a lot
what?
of filler.
By the next time we do anime talk, I will have a One Piece update.
All right.
He's
about
not,
that?
He's not gonna like it that much about that.
He's not gonna. You know what is funny?
All the
In the beginning,
of a
he's not-
show with that many episodes, the beginning has to be boring
No,
as fuck, bro.
No,
it's
it's
gonna take a. Well, no,
it's not bad.
It's not bad. It's
It's
just
just like
we've come so far.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like
and
it's
a lot
growth.
has happened.
It's growth.
Got
so to
it.
go back to the start, it's
It's
literally like
growth.
going back to like Dragon Ball when Goku was
Basically,
a kid.
what you're gonna be seeing is just the
You feel me?
collection of the crew.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just the basic. type.
Not all the crew, but the majority of the
Once he
crew.
get to Arlen Park though, it's gonna be.
Arlen Park, he'll
He going like.
All right.
He going like Arlen Park. though.
Y'all know what season that is, right? That's like season
It's like season
10,
Two?
2 or 3.
15.
Nah,
Nah, season 2.
it's pretty early.
All
Season
right,
2.
all right.
Yeah. No,
You
it's,
saw the-
It's
saw
on
the live
it's
action,
on
right?
Crunchyroll?
it's on Crunchyroll, but you can watch it on Netflix right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
just watch it on Netflix. You get.
Alright.
You
get
saw the
the-
live action though, didn't you?
Yeah, it's not like I understood the shit. I was just like,
I
oh, that's
mean,
cool.
I mean,
It's pretty much
it's
that.
basically covers
that,
it.
you
Okay.
know?
Okay.
You're just gonna see more. You're gonna see more expansion of everything that happens individually. But yeah,
All right.
you're gonna like it.
All right.
I'm trying to think. We already talked about solo leveling being lit.
Yeah.
We already talked about Ninja Kamui.
Well, do you have any thoughts? on-
Let me start with Ninja because that's what I caught up yesterday.
Put it in my veins. Put it in my veins.
You feel me? Like that show was dope. You feel me? It gives
I didn't
me
watch yesterday's episode.
Oh no, you gotta.
Yeah, you gotta watch
You
it.
gotta watch this.
You
shit,
gotta
bro.
watch it.
God damn,
bro. He's he.
It was just like any other. It was more
Because
talking.
I'm not going front. Last week's episode, to me, the ending, to me, this is me and only me.
I'm trying to
was-
remember because I
was
caught up
cheesy.
yesterday too.
It was like
Last week when he was
he was
fighting like the
He
robots,
basically made it to the top of the tower.
he was
he
fighting
was
like
fighting
the
That's the one I
robots.
watched last night.
And
I
then
caught up completely.
He was about to.
Yeah,
He's supposed to
He's getting
get.
his ass
He
whooped,
fucked up.
actually.
Yeah, he's supposed to get murked.
Yeah.
I get it. I got why he did it in that moment, but he doesn't play the long game.
I mean, let me tell you this. I had rather it went down like that than him.
Planning in their head.
Nah, just like murk it. Because think about it. He's dope, but like he's going in there with just
Solo.
like bad ninja
Yeah.
tools with himself. He's fighting like people with nano machines and armor. It's like a Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, in
Type
some type
shit.
of way.
You feel me?
But I think he could have handled him if he didn't have to fight.
Not all like 3 of them.
Yeah.
I
If he
feel
would have
like
murked all 3 of them,
If he didn't have to
I
go
was
through
like,
all
that's-
those people actually in the city before, if he would have started with them, it probably would have been a different story.
You're saying it's a fatigue thing at that point? I mean, he was.
he probably
got
yeah.
hit.
Yeah.
And then he had to take his needle out and shit.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like a lot of work, man.
Yeah.
I gotta do a lot
Well,
of
the
shit.
needle shit. He's not.
And he
even
doing
supposed
it
to be
dolo.
doing that shit. Yeah.
He don't got nobody else. If his wife was there, it might have been a different story.
Hey man.
Nah, his wife was
outta
fire.
here.
Like you see his
Yeah.
wife. I was like,
His wife could
God
handle herself
damn.
until
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know,
R.I.P.
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 Damn.
Just the way she went out. And I thought to myself, if she was a ninja, what the fuck was she doing?
Well, you think
Oh.
about that. I'm thinking about what
What was her skill that she
Nah,
could not
not
handle
even.
them people?
what the fuck was their son? Because
I-
he had to be like on some
Nah,
Nah,
I think
he
they
was
kept him
probably
on some
normal.
normal shit.
some regular shit.
Yeah.
They want to look
He
like
probably
a
taught
normal
him
life.
like regular like farming and shit. Like yo, like
Okay,
this
you
is
know
how
what's
you
funny?
survive.
It kind of gives me. It's funny. I was watching Ninja Kamui, and there's the show called like, was it House of Ninjas or whatever? That show was pretty dope too. It kind of has a similar concept where it's like it's a family of ninjas, but like everything's arranged. Like they're not allowed to like fall in love. They're not allowed to
Damn.
That's
breed.
basically what it said.
Yeah, they're
Like,
not
that's
allowed
the
to, like,
code.
breed unless they're in like it's arranged.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to like. So I kind of get the same vibes from Ninja Kamui. So they like ran away from that life.
Yeah.
and try
yeah.
to, you see in the beginning, like they curved us. He looked like a whole other person. He had blonde hair. His face was reconstructed. Even the wife and the kid. And then you get to like towards the end and like
It's an anime.
Ninja Kamui. Remember in the
no, no,
beginning?
episode.
I thought you were talking about House of Ninjas.
Oh, House of Ninjas is it's a show on Netflix.
Oh.
But I just said like it's kind of similar in the vein of like the creed of ninjas.
yeah,
It's like,
I think they kind of keep it all
Yeah.
together in some type of way and shit.
you know, it's like one of those. But nah, I mean, it's a dope show. There's not much to add. I could like,
Budget broke
you feel
a
me?
long time ago. when I
Solo
seen it.
leveling, my God, like
Huh.
Yeah, but
My boy,
yeah, man.
Jin Woo.
And you know what's funny? He ain't even reached his final form yet. That's
Oh.
crazy about.
Well,
this
I
shit.
was telling Ty outside that, to me, you know, because I'm still playing catch up.
Mhm.
It gives me a Death Note kind of vibe
Does
because,
it?
yeah, because
He's losing himself.
he's losing himself
Mm.
Every bit
And
of level.
with
and
all that power. Boy, oh boy,
something in your mind is gonna.
And we seen the times where he really started wilding.
Wilding
What
out.
is coming out of
But
him?
the thing is about him, when I realized when he was weak, he was you could see his emotions on his face.
All right.
When he got stronger, it's just like a blank face now.
Yeah,
It's like
I think
you don't see him smile.
It's like that stoicism.
Well,
yeah, it's like yo, I gotta go to work.
he was good until
When you had to kill those people.
that's when he was like.
The way-
After that,
Yo,
it
when
was like,
he-
all right.
when he said,
Because you got to think what those people did.
That
They were
shit
you talking about when the people that was trapping,
Yeah.
when they trapped them and they was trying to
They
like
were
get them to
trapping
like
lo-
make that money.
and they were
type shit.
doing that. They were trapping low level.
And they did that to a lot of people. So the fact that you fuck with the wrong nigga, it was like, but the way homie mushed his face, he was like,
Yeah.
he's like, yo, you think you shit? He's like,
Yeah, now we
I
got
was
the
like,
other
oh.
coming soon too.
I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
that boy different. What he did to the stealth mode, dude,
Yeah, the house
he was
fire.
like, you done for, bro. Like, I'm sorry, that show is just gonna get better. I don't know. I think they doing more shows where it's like growth,
right.
where they start from the bottom, then they get to this point of some shit. So
Right.
It's better that way.
I'm loving it that way. I swear. Like, don't get mad at me. I'm gonna just bring it up. Epo was fire, bro. I'm sorry.
I said my piece. I ain't gonna bring it.
I finally watched.
The show I
to his
knowledge,
knowledge, we had a conversation. Personally, I did not like real life shit. I did not like.
What do you mean
sports.
real life shit?
I didn't like sports anime back in the day, and then I started
fighting is real life too, right? You like fighting.
What?
You like fighting, right? Fighting is real life. Fighting, you can fight in real life.
Yeah, but Baki is not like a normal like fighting.
Not
bro.
just Baki.
Baki is not normal, fam. Most
And
of that shit is not.
I'm
normal.
not
That
necessarily
is-
saying Baki. I'm just
Yeah,
saying
that's
the
a
art.
sport.
That's a sport.
What? Yeah, that's true. But I'm just saying.
So-
Once I started watching Blue Lock, I opened
that's-
myself up to actual like real life
Right.
sports shit. And
So I'm not.
I finished Epo. I've
You
finished
it.
There's a movie, but I think it's like a replay value. I don't know if the movie is like after he wins the belt.
I don't know how far does Crunchyroll goes because
75. And the last episode was them talking about Takamura's beginning, basically how he ran into the old man.
Did you?
He
They
won the
showed-
belt. He won against Sonata and everything.
So yeah, so Crunchyroll only goes up to a certain point.
So there's more?
There's more. Yeah,
Okay, then I gotta look
yeah,
for it.
there's more. But I'm
From
glad
that-
you finally watched it. That's the main thing.
That boy is.
Hajime no Ippo.
I'm sorry. With that last fight when he won that belt, that shit was having me on my.
Mhm.
I was like,
Nah, you would like that. You
No,
would
bro.
like it too, man. Just off the.
I'm gonna check it out, 'cause
but
MC
but that
Rose
was
was
also
there.
like,
that.
but that was also like, if he didn't get bullied in his life, what he just would have been a fisherman.
I mean,
Some
not
people
necess-
want normal, simple lives. you
yeah,
know?
right.
I don't think that was for him. I think, well, yeah, but
But you gotta remember, he was unnaturally strong to begin with because
he
of what
wouldn't know
did.
that unless you run into a boxer and be like, yo, like, why not just try to
I
throw a
mean,
punch real quick?
But that's not a
Mm.
tragedy. That's more like
it's not a tragedy, but I'm saying
happenstance.
without the experience of being bullied your entire life,
Yeah.
to have somebody actually save you that shows you something different, to be like, I want to be like you. Like, show me what it's like to be like you and
Right.
shit. And then to actually see that you might have some talent, it's like, you could have just been bullied the rest of your fucking life and shit.
Why would he want that though?
Right.
He took
Nobody
it for
wants to
that
be
long.
Nah, but
I don't think
maybe-
he wanted it. It's just like,
But you got his characters. He's naturally like.
but that's what I liked about that. His
yeah.
character is naturally like a nice
a
person,
good person, right?
a nervous.
But
He's still timid, but he could knock you the fuck out if he wanted to.
that's what I'm saying. Think about dude from Solo Leveling. Before he got this power,
Yeah, he was.
he was content of being just like the weakest.
Yeah.
person. He
I
was
told
like,
him that.
yeah,
We talked about that earlier.
he was
Yeah.
just content. He was like, as long as I make enough money or
to save my mother,
save my
sister
mother,
and shit.
I'm like the lowest ranking. But then when he was gonna die,
He was like, nah.
he was like, nah, I can't go out like this.
What?
You know, he was basically, I would say,
Bro,
begging,
He
but
accepted his fate.
No, he did not.
He didn't.
No, he did not.
sacrificed
Rewatch
himself.
that show.
He
was
sacrificed
like,
himself, and then he tried to fight
he got
his way out. And then, you know,
he was tight that they left him. He was like,
yeah.
No, he was
they
tight.
act like they
Certain
get
people
they,
left
they
him.
act like they got
Some
lives
people
worth
he sent
saving.
away.
Nah,
And
he was tight that
Some
he
people
got
was
left,
like, yo,
bro.
just go.
He
Remember,
said
he had
that.
one leg at that point. Like
Yeah, he was like,
trying, and he was
He's
trying
like,
to
nah,
fight.
I ain't going out like this. And then he was, but it was like, yo, bro, like, it's like at this point, he was just like, all right, I guess I'm gonna die now and shit.
Nah,
Nah.
I think he really
He did fight back. I
Yes.
do remember that part. But it wasn't like he knew he was gonna win type shit.
Nah,
Nah, of
he
course
thought it was
not.
over.
He thought it was over.
But
But-
he fought to the bitter end. And then he got a
But you
second
know-
chance at life.
You know what's going to be like some real shit that's about to come back that has some tragedy? Tower of God, bro.
You know, I'm glad
Ever
you
watch
into.
this?
I'm glad you're into Tower of God. You
Oh,
know,
no, definitely.
I'm glad you like it.
But the next season,
Uh-huh.
I already read parts of the manga of it. It's
Right.
going to be completely left.
So what about Tower of God appeals to you?
I don't know.
I'm just
Nah, I like how you asked that question because it's like, okay.
I don't know. I guess
like
just the competition.
If you were to sell me and Travis on like watching Tower.
Okay,
of God.
so Tower of God basically is about some random kid. He grew up with this girl, and he chose to chase after this girl
Okay.
for the rest of his life. He ends up finding this girl and this survival. Let's just say, what is this show? Physical 100 or
Physical
some shit?
100.
Just a physical 100, basically.
Okay.
But it's not about how physical you are. Sometimes it's also about smart, like how smart you are.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of different races and shit, and they continuously put them in
We're back here
situations
again.
that they have to come back, basically.
It never.
And you have to keep surviving this shit. Now, the way it ends is that at some point he does find the girl and shit. He has his own power. It's like untapped abilities and shit. You can learn abilities in this environment if you want to. But the ending is basically like the girl betrays him. He goes out of his neck to save her. And then if you fall, think of it as like...
Kind of sounds like Shield Hero a little bit.
I didn't watch it.
You never seen Shield Hero?
I thought about it, but then it was something in me that's just like, no. But I'll try it for sure. But it was like at a certain point where it was like, if you fall, you die.
Okay.
You die forever. So he saved her, and he was like, hey, like, I love you, and such and such. And then she just went like, boop.
Huh?
And he falls
Huh?
to the fucking ground.
Whew.
And then one girl who was like a bystander, but was like helping, was like, hey, so like, she dropped you. What you want to do? And he's just like in awe, like.
Is he dead though?
No.
Nah.
The girl's alive, and he's alive too.
Okay.
But this season,
Mhm.
I don't want to spoil it for you, but this season is not about him anymore.
Oh, it's a different character.
But he's top notch at this point.
I don't like those animes.
He's like a
like
bystander.
when they switch protagonists and
It's weird. I don't understand it, but now he's like the shit. But he's a quiet, like he don't trust nobody type shit.
Right.
So this one protagonist is like this loud, like type like Black Clover. Like he's gonna be like an Asta type person where he's like, oh my God, I want to win. And all this shit. And then you got this one quiet dude and you look at him, you're like, oh shit, that's him. And then he do some shit, be like, don't fuck with me. Like, don't fuck with me. Type
So like
shit.
his whole, because of that experience, his whole like demeanor.
He
personality
actually
type
got
thing.
through the shit and he's still in the Tower of God, but it's like now he's like that nigga.
It's fun. You should definitely watch Shield
But
Hero.
watch
man.
Tower of God.
All right.
It's simple
Tower of
animation.
God, Shield Hero.
It's
Yeah.
simple animation. It's nothing too supernatural, crazy type shit. It
Okay.
really isn't. It's just
And these aren't slow, right?
Nah. Shield Hero's gonna get you tight because you want to. We talked about everything that's real world.
I really felt like I couldn't get into it when I watched the first episode.
I mean, look, man.
I'll give it a chance, but it's something in me just like
I mean, false accusations, man. That shit is
I'll
real.
try. I'm done with
That's
EPO
that's one of the
for
main
whatever
plots
it
of it.
is at this point. But
Yeah, check it out.
okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Anything else new? Slime's
April-
coming back.
Slime's coming back. April, we're getting a whole like
We gotta go watch.
Demon Slayer.
Damn, I wish you had time. We could watch it. We could go check it out right now and shit.
We probably can. We'll talk.
All right,
We'll
we
talk.
want to go see that Demon Slayer shit or whatever.
Mm.
Demon
Whichever
Slayer is
that
gonna
is.
eventually come back. I think it's in July.
Yeah,
Something
between
like-
April and July.
One Punch Man is being finished and
finished.
shit. Well,
It's
they got the trailer out already. so-
Yeah, it's still with the same studio, but they seem to have gotten their shit together in terms of
Yeah.
like it's gonna be a fire ass
yeah.
season.
definitely.
Okay.
One Punch, and yeah, man, it's excited time to be an anime fan, bro.
Mhm.
You know,
All right. So
Agreed.
we want to thank everybody for watching Anime Talk.
thank you guys.
We got more. So next week we doing our villain list,
Okay,
and we're gonna actually do villains.
no,
not,
I got you.
not traumatic bitches
I had
and shit.
I had a couple of questions, but we're gonna save that for the
Say
villain
that
arc.
definitely.
Shout out to the the Brooklyn Marathon. Y'all just wow. I hope y'all killing it out there.
Hope they doing some anime jumps.
Open anime jumps.
Stupid.
Rest in peace, Akira Toriyama.
Let them eyes turn red and just.
And we'll see y'all soon.